at you with another episode. Another one. Another one. You did. Back at you with another one, baby. It's a Friday afternoon. Might be dark, depending on where you live at. But it's Friday afternoon where I'm at on the East Coast. And you know what they say about the East Coast? East Coast is the best coast. You did. So yeah, you could be anywhere in the world, but you chose to spend a little time with me, whether you're watching the playback or watching it live. I appreciate that. So, you want to talk about the IZM. They say the game is to be sold, not told. But I'm going to tell you my experience and what I've seen traveling this crazy world. Worldwide. My experience. And I think everybody has a unique experience. Because I'm not me and I'm not you. So regardless of where you travel, even if we go to the same place, um, you might see things different than me. I might see things different than you. And, sometimes things can be subjective. So it just depends. You know what I'm saying? It just depends. Black Panther. Oh, that's an interesting screen name. You know. But, I've traveled the world. And I'll continue to travel the world. I think traveling the world is it's priceless. But regardless of where I went, there's some things that don't change. Things happen differently everywhere I've been. The same shit is going on, but doesn't look like it. That's what's interesting about the world that we live in. And I realized that once I came back to North America, I was like, okay, so in America, they're just making up shit over here. It ain't like this anywhere else in other parts of the world. It's different but the same. And it's not good or bad, it just is what it is. And I came to this conclusion when I was in the late 20s. I'm like, oh, the same shit is going on. It just doesn't look like it. But the only difference, one of the biggest difference as far as how people respond to certain things, like in these other countries, they don't fight back like we do over here. They don't fight authority. Um, like for example, people over here, we fight back. We'll fight the cops or whatever. Any law enforcement, we'll fight them. We don't have that level of respect for law enforcement like that. But in other countries, they do. Even if they're being mistreated, they still won't fight back. I'm talking the average person now. I'm not talking about some mafia type dude or street type dude. No, I'm not talking about it. I'm saying the average person in these countries, they just won't fight back. It doesn't matter why it's happening, why they're being mistreated. They're just not built like that, I guess. I'm not sure. But based on what I've seen, they don't have that fire like we do over here. They just don't. That's when I realized, oh, we built different than a lot of these other people. Even if we outnumbered, we don't care. Even if we know we're going to lose, we don't care. Even if the odds is against it, we don't care. These other people don't see it that way. They won't even take a chance in most cases. That's one of the biggest differences I've seen traveling these other places. I mean, you think the guys are cowards. I mean, you think the guys are cowards in America. You need to go to some of these other countries where they came from. You'd be like, yo, if it's more of them than y'all, what are you afraid of? They got y'all living in shanty towns, in the villa. This shit is worse than the hood. This shit is like you got them sleeping in containers like a damn trailer. You know them trailers that people have on the 18-wheelers? People sleep in containers, yo. In these villas and shanty towns in these other countries. I couldn't believe that shit when I saw it the first time. And they live in in the slums. I'm like, bro, why y'all living like that over here? And across the street, some British white people living the lap of luxury. I'm like, bro, how do you justify that shit, bro? Come on, man. So if you think the guys are cowards over here in America, you need to go to some of these countries where they came from. Whew, boy. I mean, it's like, I can't even wrap my mind around that shit, being coward like that. You know what I'm saying? I know we're going to have some trolls coming in here. It's all good. You know what I'm saying? I know we're going to have some trolls. It's all good. You know? And this proves my point. You have cowards on the internet. The internet has, you know what the internet has done? The internet has kind of gave people a voice that never really had a voice in the first place. Like, in real life, most of these people that are trolling online, if you go talk to some of the people where they came from, they graduated with, they'd be like, you're just a fucking nobody. Most of these people that are trolling. I mean, what type of person you have to be to leave negative comments on somebody's video, on somebody's page? You don't even know this person, and you leave negative comments. It's either two choices, two reasons why. Either you getting paid to do this through some type of agency, or you're just a loser. I've never left a negative comment on nobody's chat or nobody's video. I don't got time for that shit. I'm too busy living my life. So what? So you have to be a loser and a coward to be watching me, and you just decide, hey, I'm gonna leave a negative comment. This is the type of loser. It's the loser mentality that a lot of people have, and you wonder why a lot of women don't want to take you serious, and why you ain't no woman want to give you none. That's because it's how you carry yourself. And it's like guys act like women, and women act like guys today more than ever. And I'm like, yo, it's like some people, man, there's no hope, no hope for them. Yo, smash the like button and share the video. It's like everywhere I've been, I've seen people get mistreated. Because people have asked me, man, do they like black people over there, or are there racism over there? Of course, you can't get away from that shit. You can't get away from that shit, bro. That shit is everywhere. That shit is ingrained in societies and institutions. This shit is everywhere. And the higher you go, the more productive you are, the more successful you are, you're gonna run into that shit. Now, some people will say, well, anybody can be racist. No, it don't work that way. Now, people that say that, I already know you don't know what you're talking about. Like, what people call, when people call black people racist, that's like being a bigot or discrimination. This is a team sport. Racism is a team sport. Yeah. I look at it like this. Racism is discrimination along with power. Discrimination backed by power. So I'll give you an example. I can pick up the telephone. No, a white woman can pick up the telephone and make up a lie on me and tell the police that he raped me. And the police is coming to the house and I'm going to jail. It doesn't matter if it's true or not, right? Now, if I pick up the phone and say, hey, this white man and this white woman just raped me at my house. I need some help over here. That ain't gonna fly. That ain't gonna fly. The system is not going to back what I said. And it doesn't matter if it's true. It don't matter. The point is I can get that white woman can get on the phone and make up a lie on me, and the system is going to back it up. But I can't do the same thing. That's why, because I don't have the backing of the system. That's why I can't be a racist. I can't stop somebody from moving in the house next door to me. Somebody just moved in there, what, 3 weeks ago. I couldn't stop them from moving in there. Ain't a damn thing I could have done. They moving in there regardless. I ain't had nothing to do with it. So until that happens, I can't be a racist. I can't stop a white dude or a white woman from doing a damn thing. Until that changes, I can't be a racist. I can't even stop one white person from doing anything. So I can't stop a group. I don't have a company where I can block certain groups of people from moving in the neighborhood. of houses that they want to move in. If I want to block, let's say I'm a white guy, I had a company, a mortgage company, and I'm a developer. I'm a real estate developer. I got a mortgage company and everything, a brokerage company and everything, right? But I built 50 houses. And I want this housing neighborhood to be all white, right? So when somebody like me comes along and see a house in that neighborhood, that white neighborhood, I say, hey, I like that house. I want to stay there. So the real estate agent say, oh, okay, all right, cool. We'll get you pre-qualified and everything, whatever. So they run the number, they run my credit, say, hey, you don't qualify. I'm like, why not? I got good credit. I don't know. You don't qualify for whatever reason, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. So I move on. I wait, what? 60 days later, 30 to 60 days later, I see another house. And the same neck of the woods is just across the street from that neighborhood. A different real estate agent this time, run my credit, boom, went through. Now, what's the difference? The only difference was a different neighborhood with a different brokerage company. That's the only difference. I didn't have no bad credit. So the only difference is the people that I'm dealing with. I can't, okay, if I'm a real estate agent with a brokerage company, I can't do that. I can't use those practices against a white person. That ain't gonna work. I'll get sued like a motherfucker. That ain't gonna work. And you know how I know I'll get sued? Because people have been sued for claims like that. You know, you got people that's getting sued for helping veterans, helping anybody that really need help out here. You got some attorneys, some attorney in New York, anybody that's helping black people or veterans, he's suing their ass. So ain't no black attorney that doing that shit. Ain't no black attorney in America that's suing all the celebrities, me tooing their ass. Hell no. No, that's not happening. There ain't no black attorney in America doing that shit. And they know better not to do it. Because it ain't gonna fly. It ain't gonna work. And that's how shit. See, the real world work like this. You have rules and you have unwritten rules. And most people won't break the unwritten rules. That's what it is. You know, most people go with the flow. They follow the status quo. I don't follow the status quo because the status quo don't work for me. The status quo goes against me. So why would I follow something that doesn't work in my favor? That's self-sabotage. That's self-sabotage. If I'm doing something that I know ain't gonna work in my favor, that's self-sabotage, man. And a lot of people self-sabotage every day. They do things that they know they're gonna lose. They know they ain't gonna work. but they'll go along with it anyway. So smash that like button. Smash the like button. Just like people will say shit just to be saying it. And they know, even though they know it's some bullshit. A lot of people do that online. A lot of people do that online. But you know what? The funny thing is, my dad told me something that I never forgot when I was young. He said the mob will always gang up on the strongest in the room or in the environment. So he said a lot of times it's not good to show your hand so quickly. And I never forgot about that. The mob will always gang up on the strongest, not the weakest. I never forgot about that. And that makes sense. I mean, well, it didn't make sense back then, but it makes sense today. It made, once I got older, I realized what he was trying to say. Sometimes it's good to move in silence, camouflage. You don't have to tell everybody who you are and what you got going on all the time. You dig? That's what he was trying to say. That's what he was trying to tell me. You know? But, my dad was a wise guy. And my dad, he didn't even finish high school. My dad had a what? 8th grade education? 8th grade? Yeah, my dad had an 8th grade education. He didn't even finish he didn't even finish school. Well, he was a wise guy. And I know people, just like you do, got all the education in the world, and they couldn't talk their way out of a goddamn cardboard box. How did that happen? How the hell you can have all this education and you can't figure out anything? You're dumb as rocks. Most of these people that have all that education, they're just professional ass kissers. They're good at kissing that ass at that job, boy. Oh, yeah, they'll work that job, boy. Woo-wee. They'll work the hell out of that job. They're professional at work. Kissing that ass, kissing that white ass at that job, oh, boy. Woo-wee. Break down. See, I'm not good at doing that. I'm not good at kissing that ass. See, I wasn't taught to do that, so I don't know. I'm not good at doing that. I'm good at doing some things, but I'm not good at kissing that ass. I'm just not good at it. And a lot of these people that come over here from these other countries, they just professional ass kissers. Just like a lot of people that go to college, they're just professional ass kissers. Nothing against them. Let them do your thing. If you got to kiss ass to get by, knock yourself out, man. But boy, I'm happy I never had to do that. Whew. That's a very stressful way to live, man. This is why so many people are sick. They got high blood pressure, got all kinds of diseases and shit. Because of that job, man. That job got people sick, man. Too much pressure. They say pressure busts pipes, right? Too much pressure, man. That job, boy. They'll work the hell out of it. Hell out of it. And you know what's crazy? Check this out. as soon as you get fired or you drop dead with a heart attack or some shit like that, or man, they might mourn your death for like 30 minutes, and they'll be looking for a replacement after that 30 minutes is over. You're just a number at that job. You're not that important. You think you important. You're not. You're just a number. They'll be looking for a replacement for you within 30 minutes after you gone. That's the truth. I've seen that happen like that. Man, the woman died at my job I used to have. Man, it was sad for like 30 minutes. It wasn't no hour. It was less than an hour. That's a fact. And man, I heard the manager say, hey, I got to start looking for somebody to replace her. Yeah, it wasn't even an hour. That's when I was like, yo, they don't give a fuck about you in here. And I was what? I was in my 20s when I saw that for the first. I think I was about 23 when I first saw that. And I was like, yo, it's treacherous out here. It's a cold game out here. You know? What up, Mike? Mike said he's seen it too. Yeah, man. Yeah, no. Hey, some places, some jobs ain't no morning. Like, oh, he ain't come back no more? He gone? All right. Oh, sorry to hit. They won't even say sorry to hit that. They'll be like, he ain't come back no more? Oh, okay. No more talk. Hey, especially if they didn't like the person. Oh, shit, that's even worse. They don't like the person? Like, good riddance. That nigga gone. Hey, it's a cold game out here, man. Look, there's a lot of things that happen in this world. I don't talk about it because it's just too much for YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk about it in private, but I won't talk about it publicly. It's just too much for YouTube. You know? It's just too much. The ism is just too much for YouTube. That's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody, that's how it is. But I always say ism is just game. That's all it is. And racism is lame. I've been saying this for years. This is not something new. You know what I'm saying? But I look at racism, it's like this. It's discrimination that can be backed up by power. That's all. And I just gave you an example with the white woman. See, a white woman can pick up the phone, make a 10-minute phone call, make up anything on me. And I'm going to jail. Now, if I try that on her, it ain't going to work. It's not going to work. It ain't going to work. And this is nothing against the white woman. It ain't got nothing to do with her. It's just the system. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? This is where the ism come in at. Because if you know how this shit works, I'm like, hey man, this ain't really got nothing to do with you. You might be a part of it, part of the problem. Okay. If you're a part of the problem, well, I know how to deal with you too. You know? Because see, it's a psychological game out here. If I know how somebody is mentally, if I know how they think, okay, I know how to deal with this person. You know, I don't have to like the person. Hell, most people I don't like when I meet them. Most people I know, I don't like them. But I talk to people all the time I don't like. I don't gotta like everybody. Most people I don't. Look, there's some people I interviewed. 90% of them, I don't like them. And I know they don't like me. But they'll put on a front. This is why, check this out. This is why I'm not doing, it's going to be a long time before I bring on anybody on my podcast. It's going to be a while. I'm just not into that shit. I kind of took a break from inviting. No, I wasn't really inviting people like that. They send me an email and say, hey, can I come on? But I'm turning down people. I'm not really into that shit. Like for the rest of this year, I probably won't have on no guests. Nah, it'll be just me and a couple of my buddies and some shit like that. And no new people. Nah, people can sometimes be a problem sometimes. And see, if you start sending me emails talking about you don't like the video, could you change the title? Now I'll be like, yo, you a fucking problem now. This is starting to be a job. Starting to feel like a job. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not into that. Sending me emails I don't like that. I'm getting emails from like 2 or 3 people like that over the past year. I don't like the video. I don't like the title. Could you please say, it's like, how you gonna tell me what to do on my own content? This is the shit you got to deal with when it comes to some of these people. And they're mostly white people. I'm sorry. Hell with that shit. So I'm like, I'm going to get away from that for a while. This ain't no job to me. I do this shit because I want to. But you ain't going to stress me out. You know what I'm saying? Sending me emails every other day. And the emails this is not nice emails, by the way. It's not like they're trying to convince me to change the title. No, these are aggressive emails. I would show you a copy of it, but I deleted the emails. But I don't do this. I do this because I want to, not because I have to. You know what I'm saying? But some people, maybe some of these people that I ran into, maybe they do it because they have to. I don't know. I don't really know them like that. But this is the type of, most people are problems. Most people are not, they create their own problems. Sometimes they create problems for you. Most people are not problem solvers. They're not. Most of the problems people have is because of them. And then they're going to act, they bring that shit to you, and they're going to act like, oh, it's something like all the problems they have is something unique. No, it's self-sabotage. And I understand why some of these broads is divorce. That came on, that had me interviewed. I understand why some of them are divorced. I said, I'd divorce your ass too. You crazy as cat shit. Sending me this crazy emails. Come on, man. Man, if I was a white man, I'd divorce her ass too. Fuck that. You know, I'm a hell with that shit. No, I wasn't talking about you, Mike. Yeah, but yeah. So everywhere I've gone, I've ran into the same shit is going on everywhere. I've been every country, every city. Now, some places it could be worse than others. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying? Could be worse than others. And then you have certain countries, certain places, even certain states, certain cities, I would say, where certain things is going on and everybody act like it's cool. But it ain't cool to me. You know what I'm saying? It's that weirdo shit. And see, you got a lot of weird degenerates. A lot of weird degenerate dudes out here today. And a lot of them happen to be in power positions, unfortunately. This is the main reason why a lot of us have a hard time getting shit done. Think about anything that's really important to you. Maybe you're trying to buy something, a house, or fuck a car. Car ain't shit. A house, or some type of investment, or a claim, or something that's very important, something that could change your way of living, your state of mind. But you're having a hard time. And you'll be like, yo, why are they giving me such a hard time? Because they fucking degenerates. That's the reason why they give you a hard time. And that's my point. You have a lot of degenerate people that's in power positions today, more than ever. And even if the shit can be in black and white on paper, you can show them, hey, it says on this paper, it says I'm eligible for this. I am supposed to get this. I'm supposed to get that. You can show them everything on paper, right? And they'll be like, yeah, you're right. Yes, sir, you're right. So how come you rejected me? You rejected my claim. Because I feel like you're not supposed to have it. Now, wait a minute. Is this a feel-good game, or are we going by the policies? Are we going by the Constitution? What is this about? Is this a feel-good game? Is this about you? Or this is what's on paper? Which one is it? Is this about you? How you feel? Or is this about following the law? Which one is it? Please tell me. But I'm confused. And this is what you're going to run into. This is why a lot of us have a hard time getting shit done. Because you're around people that they want to take the law in their own hands. They want to take the policy in their own hands. They don't want to abide by the laws and the public policies. They don't even want to abide by the job policies. And it's like, forget what's on paper. This is what I'm doing in here. I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? What this clown talking about? That's the problem today. That's a big problem today, bro. That's a big problem today. And you're going to run into that shit everywhere you go. At the airport, on the job, on the plane, on the bus, at the store, at the gas station, at the restaurant. You can't get away from that bullshit. You can't get away from degenerates. That's a big problem today. how you handle it is another thing. And there ain't no rhyme or reason. Ain't no good way, bad way, my way, your way. You handle it the best way you can. You know, you got to pick your battles. You know, sometimes, man, I'll be like, man, I just want to smash. You know, I can smash you right now, right? But you be like, look, all right, dude, whatever. You know, you just got to pick your battles. But anything that you really want done, it always seems like, or maybe you're doing something. Oh, this is a good example. This is a good example right here, boy. Maybe you're an accomplished guy or gal, right? And, you know, you're doing well online. Maybe you have a YouTube channel, you know, you bubbling, you know, it's you know, you getting subscribers, and all of a sudden it stops. You're like, hey man, what's up with my damn channel, man? What's up with my channel, man? All of a sudden they demonetized all your videos. This happened to me, by the way, twice. 2 different channels that's like this. And I'm like, hey, it's you're not doing something. You're making videos outside our policies. You're not abiding by our policies. Yes, I am. And if they'll send you the damn details, I'm like, I didn't break anything within that text. I'm within those guidelines. But for some reason, they're doing something else, man. You know, I'm like, what the hell y'all talking about? I ain't done nothing wrong. You did do something wrong. But they won't tell you. This is what I'm talking about. You know, it's like, and the crazy thing is, you have people go out of their way to sabotage what you're doing. I've had people go out of their way to sabotage what I was doing. I mean, I don't even know these people. Online and offline. I don't know these damn people. Where this motherfucker came from? You know him? You know that's your boy? Like, I don't know. Where this motherfucker came from? Anybody know him? No. Like, what the hell going on, man? This is the type of shit that we go through. You know, you got people that come out of the woodworks when we're trying to do something. Ain't nobody else goes through that shit, bro. Look, if you got somebody, we ain't haters like that, bro. Ain't nobody, we not hating on nobody like that. It's no, we ain't trying to kill nobody if they're successful, bro, at doing something. That's usually some type of op, or somebody sent that person to do that shit. We ain't trying to sabotage what nobody's doing. We ain't got time, man. We really ain't got time. We too busy doing whatever we doing. If somebody sent somebody to sabotage what you're doing, they working for somebody, online or offline. You know, we're not. Now these other groups of people, they be on that shit, boy. They'll see some shit that I'm doing or you doing, and they automatically just start hating. I don't like it. It's the worst movie in the world. It's the worst documentary in the world. I'm like, what? They'll hear you say something, but it might be a 10, 15-minute video. It sucks. Now, Everybody else like it. Out of 1,000 people, 95, 97% people like it, but this one guy dislike it. I'm like, oh, you're just one person, bro. Same message, different person. And this one person flags the video. Now, if you don't like something, well, hey, man, just move on. Hell, you don't got to flag the video, bro. You don't got to sabotage the damn documentary from hitting the movie theater. I mean, come on, man. This what these other dudes is on. They own it like that. That hate goes deep with them, boy. We're not hating like that. Unless you got some type of immigrant background in your family or something. We're not hating like that. We ain't got time for all that. But I don't even, we're not thinking about y'all like that. You're not that important. A lot of these people have been raised to think that they're so important. People are thinking about them all the time. We're not thinking about you like that. We don't care about you like that. When I go to bed at night, I ain't thinking about nobody that's from, I don't know, Sudan or some shit. Nigeria. We're not thinking about y'all like that. I'm not thinking about nobody that's from Colombia when I go to bed at night. Or Mexico, wherever you're from. You know, I'm not thinking about no white person when I go to bed at night. You know? But I know one thing, the shit that I've experienced, most white people don't experience. The shit that I've experienced, most Asian, Latinos don't experience. That's a fact. The truth is the truth. And the truth don't have to be validated. I know that for a fact. You know why I know that? Because I've asked them. If this ever happened to them, the answer is no. I've had projects that I worked on, and somebody came in and sabotaged the shit. Straight up. That doesn't happen with other groups of people like that. It don't happen like that, bro. All of a sudden, the shit just crash and burn. That don't happen with other groups of people like that. Other groups of people do whatever they want, when they want, how they want, with who they want. And it don't matter if it's legal or illegal. If I do something, it better be legal. Because it's probably not going to end well for me. Other groups of people don't have the same. They do whatever with whoever, whenever. So, hey, smash the video. Share this. My battery is going dead. So I got to go. You know what I'm saying? I got to go before my phone dies. So like, share, and don't forget to check out my Patreon. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.